The MediEvil franchise, one of Sony's most underrated IP. I love MediEvil, and it's such a shame that it isn't more popular compared to other PlayStation franchises. The last release was a wonderful PS4 remake of the original game back in 2019, and since then, it's been radio silent. Which means the chances of a remake for MediEvil 2 is probably really, really low.
This, today, is one of the worst days that I've had in a long time.
But at least there might be some life in the franchise? Maybe?
Maybe.
Alright, maybe not so much. But in the latest update for PlayStation Plus Premium, MediEvil Resurrection was added to the service. MediEvil Resurrection was a 2005 PlayStation Portable game, which was a reimagining of the original MediEvil. So yes, MediEvil was remade twice technically, which is pretty funny and random when you think about it, but fans weren't really fond of this version when it first released. While MediEvil Resurrection keeps most of the structure of the original game, there were some major differences. A different tone, different levels, cut levels, minigames, and so on. But that was 18 years ago, and since it's been added to PS5 with trophies, it's time for me to get Platinum Trophy 140. Here we are, and let's revisit MediEvil Resurrection. So the first thing I had to do was literally start the game.
Dan's Crypt.
Trophy.
The best place to go if you're looking for a dead Dan.
After Sir Daniel woke up and ran to his library, I got another trophy. Oh shit, trophy. Did not even mean to do that. Let's go. After I got out of the crypt, we went on our journey to stop Zarok from ruling Gallowmere. The first level up was the graveyard. Probably one of the most iconic levels in the franchise, as I got the trophy for starting it.
The graveyard.
Trophy. Let's go. I made it to the end with the chalice collected, and I'm going to need to collect all 15 of these chalices for a trophy later on. As we start the Cemetery Hill level, another trophy was acquired.
Cemetery Hill. An excellent name for a blues singer.
I also found the Witch's Talisman, dodged rolling boulders, and finished the level to continue onto the Hilltop Mausoleum level.
The Hilltop Mausoleum.
In this level, we needed to get 2 trophies here, and both are pretty simple. Again, this is a trophy list for a classic game, people. Sony isn't going to make it hard.
That was easy.
So I had to exterminate 5 rats in this level. Let's go. And I had to defeat the first boss in the game, the classic Stained Glass Demon. We got the key, and we were on our way back to the graveyard. And we are about to get another trophy, everybody.
Return to the graveyard. We went there earlier. If you have reasonable short-term memory, you might remember it.
But here comes another boss, the Stone Wolves. And in case you haven't noticed in the footage I have, the boss fights in this game are simple, and that's putting it lightly. Leaders of the pack, let's go. And we finally make it to the Gallowmere Plains. Trophy.
Gallowmere Plains, the less beautiful relative of Gallowmere Fetching.
A departure from the original MediEvil, this area acts like a mini hub world, and I use that term lightly here. But the main goal of this place for our Platinum journey is the Carnival. That's right, for this PSP release, they decided to add in a minigame collection. Some of them are kind of fun, but this is just kind of bare bones, to be honest. Just mindless work. There are a total of 8 games to play, but you need to play all of them at least once for the trophy. Oh shit, trophy. I totally forgot that was a trophy too. Oh my god. And you only need to get 4 carnival tokens for completing all the challenge sets of a particular minigame. Is that it? Trophy, let's go. Winner, winner. 4 carnival tokens have been collected. Nice. But being the madman I am, I decided to get all 8 carnival tokens. But with those carnival tokens, I redeemed them for this super cool sword, Woden's Brand. This made the rest of the game much easier as the sword was insanely powerful. Moving back to the main story, I managed to get the trophy for the Welcome to the Sleeping Village level.
Welcome to Sleeping Village, where zombies gamble like poorly coordinated spring lambs.
And then right after it, it was another level and boss fight at the Asylum level.
Inside the asylum, Here be fire-breathing monsters, headless ghouls, and... Oh, actually, no, that's somewhere else.
This time we had to fight the Mad Axeman in another simple boss fight. Come on, just run here.
Woohoo! You did it! You
Maxed
did it.
Insanity.
Happy
Let's
note,
get it. After I got that out of the way, we needed to do another specific one in this next level, the Sleeping Village.
Sleeping Village, where you can buy the mare off for the pie.
So we need to finish this level without harming any of the possessed townsfolk. It might seem hard at first, but it's actually fairly easy. Just make sure to jump and stay out of their way, and you'll finish the level in no time. Damn the
The
Merciful.
Hall of Heroes.
Let's get it. We proceed to the Scarecrow Fields, where we have to navigate a ton of death traps and collect our 7th chalice for another trophy. Scarecrow, pumpkin, got it. Trophy.
Scarecrow Fields. Prepare to be scared if you're a crow.
Chalice of
Welcome
Souls.
to the Hall of Heroes.
Up next, Sir Daniel heads to the Pumpkin Gorge that has been infested with deadly pumpkins, messing up the entire place.
Pumpkin Gorge.
Nice. I acquired my 4th health bottle here, leading to another trophy. Trophy, feeling refreshed. Nice. But we have one more trophy to get here, and that's to beat the boss of this level, the Pumpkin King. Oh shit, oh shit. There we go. After Sir Daniel takes care of the Pumpkin King, he sets off to the Enchanted Forest, where he ends up finding another boss, the Demonettes. There we go. Trophy. Up next, I took a quick detour and decided to tackle another specific trophy, finishing a level without taking damage. Unfortunately, I couldn't do this in the Dan's Crypt level, so I went to the second easiest level in the game. Welcome to the Sleeping Village. There we go. Up next, I had to traverse the battlefield of Sir Dan's last fight, the Pools of the Ancient Dead. We had to collect pieces of a mechanical robot and free the boat so our favorite Grim Reaper could ferry us all the way to the haunted ruins. But before I went to the haunted ruins, I made sure to stop by the Scurvy Docks. Trophy time?
Scurvy
Nice.
docks. Pirates and smugglers aplenty, but not much in the way of vitamin C.
So here is another completely original level in this game that wasn't in the original MediEvil. Pretty much you have to find pieces of a pirate costume so you can create a disguise. Once you do so, you end up on Dragon Island. Let's get it.
Dragon Island. Islands with dragons on were once considered quite the fashionable property investment.
And here Sir Daniel takes on another boss fight, the Dragon King. After you defeat him, you collect a really cool looking armor. There we go. After we collect the armor, I went back to the haunted ruins. Trophy?
Passage
Nice.
to the haunted ruins.
And in this level, we had to rescue a bunch of townsfolk, acquire the final piece of the Anubis Stone, and catapult Sir Daniel out of the castle that was about to explode. But before I started the ghost ship level, I remembered I had to get another trophy using the dragon armor I recently found. Unfortunately, the trophy is kinda bugged, but luckily I found a way around it. So, Dan's fire is bugged right now. The only way you can trigger it is if I jump and then spam square. And that only works, like, sometimes. There we go. Dan the Dragon. After that slight detour, I went ahead to the ghost ship level,
On
Nice.
board the ghost ship.
where I had to maneuver through a bunch of skeleton pirates, while also taking down the pirate captain at the end for another boss fight. One more. And we got him. I'm the captain now. And in this level, I managed to collect the 15th and final chalice we need for the Hall of Heroes. Nice.
The Hall
Chalice of Heroes, let's go. And redeeming this chalice at the Hall of Heroes allowed me to gain the 8th health bottle, which gave me another trophy that I needed for the platinum. Dan the Unstoppable. Before I headed off to the final level of the game and acquiring Platinum Trophy 140, I had one more trophy to do, and that was to turn an enemy into a drumstick and eat it. Kinda dark, but hey man, anything for a trophy. Trophy. Nice. Dan the Famished. And finally, we are off to the final level of the game.
Zarok's lair.
Here we had 2 boss fights. First up is Lord Kardok, and he was kind of a pushover, to be honest. One more trophy, and we get the platinum, everybody. And finally, Zarok decides to toughen up and finally battle us. But he turns into a snake. And this version of Zarok was clearly the inspiration for Lord Rykard and Elden Ring. Zarok was finally defeated. Sir Daniel is him. Never doubt Sir Daniel Fortescue. And with Sir Daniel Fortescue's victory, I finally got the platinum trophy for MediEvil Resurrection. Nice. Oh, can we get him now? Can we get him now? Let's go! Platinum number 140. The Hero of Gallowmere. Man, this was a fun game to revisit.
Hey,
I love
shift your
MediEvil, man.
ass and your
Even
camel.
I'm down to replay the worst MediEvil game any day of the week, man, for real. And that was my journey with MediEvil Resurrection. Obviously, it's the worst MediEvil game, but it's still a fun game regardless. If you haven't played a MediEvil game before, I highly recommend the PS4 remake. It's available for free on PlayStation Plus Extra, and if you enjoy that game, you can also play MediEvil Resurrection for another easy platinum trophy. With 140 platinum trophies, I don't plan to stop anytime soon. For platinum trophies 141 and 142, I have 2 on my eye. First one is another PSP classic, Ape Escape on the Loose. And this second one I'm really excited about because Ico and Shadow of the Colossus are some of my favorite games of all time, so I owe it to myself to finally play Fumito Ueda's third game, The Last Guardian. Anyways, that's it for me, y'all. Do me a solid and subscribe if you want to see more PlayStation and gaming content. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.